Set. What's up, guys? This is Dr. Lacekickz. Welcome to Kickz and Soul podcast. We're on season 2. And yes, hope you guys enjoy. And yes, stay tuned for. She fly?
This is the part where
You're gonna do the intro.
What's going on, people? This is your boy. I didn't know how this was supposed to work. It's your boy, SHOEFLY over here, man. Young T. As far as what I'm supposed to be saying right now, I'm not sure exactly.
It's all good. It's all good. You just gotta introduce yourself.
Go straight into talking about sneakers or what?
Nah, you just gotta introduce yourself first. So, and Cold Nation.
Okay, so yeah, this is your boy SHOEFLYTV. I am a sneaker collector in the Bay Area. I have quite a robust collection of sneakers. I've been collecting since I was in high school, and I have not stopped. And I've amassed quite a nice collection of sneakers. I have a lot of love for sneakers. I have an array of sneakers. I got Nike, I got Jordan, I have some Reebok, I had a little bit of everything, but my passion, I would have to say, is Air Jordan. So
you gotta introduce to everyone about your YouTube though.
Oh yeah, and also too, I have a YouTube channel. I didn't want to do a shameless plug. but yes, I have the YouTube channel, SHOEFLYTV. If you get a chance, check it out. Do not forget to leave me some feedback, like, comment, subscribe. I always got new stuff coming out, especially when I cop a sneaker. I always do a review, whether I do it the same day or it comes out later. But I also do reviews on clothing, fashion, clothes I've designed. Also on sneaker protection, because I'm big on that. I'm big on keeping the collection clean and utilizing the tools to do that. So yeah, check out that YouTube.
Right on. I can't even come close to that, but my name's Elijah. I go by CultsNation87 on Instagram. You all can follow me on there. I'm a big just only Jordan 1 collector. That's all I really do is just the Jordan 1s. Love all Jordans. I would get into a whole lot more, but I just, that's a lot of money, so I just do Jordan 1s. So anyways, yeah, SHOEFLYTV. Looks like I'm in some with some greatness here.
No one blames you for liking Jordan 1 so much.
They're the greatest.
No. Each to their own, right?
It was great when they were easy to
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
I got to get this out the way though real quick. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I want my quarterback back.
Look, I don't follow the football, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have a clue.
I'll tell you, we've grown very fond of him already. He's grown
yeah,
on
I'm
us.
sure. he has those little sprinkles of doing stuff, but overall, man, a big improvement from where he was last year.
I know.
I thought you might find that funny.
Yeah, see me over here.
I gotta ask you guys some questions.
Yeah, let's go.
What do you think about what's happening with Travis at the moment?
Yeah.
What you guys thought about it?
Scrap all releases for a while. That's my view on it.
I think that's what they're doing anyway.
Right. I love Nike, and Jordan brand. I would have, if my only recommendation would have been to them is just probably come out right away and just scrap those 2 upcoming, I think it was the Air Maxes released, and I would just scrap them right away, and then they did it later on, which is fine. They did do it, which I think was the right thing to do. Just a really, really, tragic and terrible situation. I mean, obviously for the victims and then just everybody else involved too. It just has been such a mess. And your heart goes out to the families and everything. Don't really know.
I think that's the biggest part. What he just said, prayers for the victims, because you're just going to be entertained, and then something like that happens. Like, that's horrible, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I was just talking about somebody on Instagram yesterday.
Especially for the youngest the youngest kid, 9 years old. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's, you go there just for fun, and then to come out of that being such a tragic event like that. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, nobody wanted to see that. Nobody expected that to happen. It just, it's just a really bad situation, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, I already view, and this is just my personal opinion, no knock on him, but like, I already feel Travis kind of wasn't for the fans anyway, with his releases being so hard to get and
Yes, definitely
limited availability. Like, there's like Vanessa's Bryant stance on Kobe's. If you're not gonna make them more available, I'm not messing with y'all.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
And if more people stood up like that and had that stance, then Nike wouldn't have a choice but to make more shoes. But instead, they're all about hype, just like Nike is all about hype. So him already just not being for the fans, and then you turn around and have this cataclysmic situation, it's just like, I personally wouldn't put my hands on that dude for a very long time when it comes to sneakers.
Right. No, 100%. And I absolutely agree. And it's I'm gonna say this. I'm not trying to, I have one Travis Scott, and I paid resale for it. I have tried on multiple accounts. I've tried a million times trying to get his shoes, and I just can't do it. And I don't know what it is.
It's just a very bad situation for him now, I think.
Yeah.
Did you notice my bitterness in my comment?
I don't blame you.
I said about him, I've tried for every single one that's come out.
Same.
And like you said, you had to pay resale for the pair that you got. So it's like people like that, like there's so many people that are on the outside that just hop into the sneaker culture and, try to get their buck off of it, or try to, I'm a sneaker enthusiast all of a sudden. I've been a sneaker guy. And it's like, like there's people who for example, perfect example, Fat Joe. Fat Joe has had heat since the beginning of time.
Right.
Why doesn't this guy have a sponsorship or a shoe out yet?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, why doesn't he?
Oh, well, I think he had one. He had some contract with Nike with the Air Force one, right?
If he did, I'd like to see it, because I never saw those. Not saying it doesn't exist. I just never saw those.
Yeah, true. Well, he didn't actually release, but I think it came to that point where there's actually a disagreement, so that's why he didn't really release. But he's got all of them, all the style and everything. He just didn't release in public.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And like another example to be somebody like DJ Khaled. If you go back and previously look at his old fits, his old album covers, all of that, he wasn't into sneakers like that, man. He got into it late, and then became a sneaker vulture, like the culture vultures. There's sneaker vultures out there. He hopped into our domain, and now he's getting sneakers, which I think is a shame, because stick to real sneakerheads, people like Jumpman Bostage and Scholar.
Jumpman Bostage.
Scholar 23.
I remember when I started collecting, I used to watch all his videos, man, all the time about shoes, and all his collection down at garage. I watched that.
The perfect pair, people like that, what I'm saying? Like, those are the guys that they should be reaching out to, not these entertainment guys. But
I think what they're doing is because that's a good way of actually pushing the franchise, you know what I mean? Especially for the young people. So that they go in that way, But I think for saying that DJ Khaled and Jordan, I think what they should have done in the release is actually released it more, So people like us would have a pair, right? We'll have a chance to get a pair, but obviously it is what it is. We can't actually get a pair,
Right.
Families and friends only, right? Which is sucks.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's impossible. It's like you try. I tried. Like I said, I was talking to SHOEFLYTV. He was just saying, you try for every pair. I can't hit on a single one of them. I had to resell for the one pair that I do have. It's just, you know, and I mean, it's got to be even worse for you down there in Australia. I mean, you're having, you know, you guys.
It's very bad. We're like the last.
It's impossible.
We're like the last place. Yeah.
God bless Vanessa Bryant for doing what she did, because it's like, yeah, if you guys aren't going to make it widely available, then I don't want to be a part of it. Good for her. You know, that's the way it should be. You know. Yeah. Anyways, it's a really tragic situation. I'll get back to that. Just awful. You know. And yeah. I'm gonna tell you, you know, as a sneakerhead coming off of it, I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday. It's like I don't feel like, with what's going on, I don't feel like I take a lot of pictures of my shoes, but I don't feel like I should be putting those shoes up right now or anytime really in the future at this point, because I just like, I don't want to, you know, if anybody's feelings hurt or sad over it, I would hate to bring bad memories or bad feelings back to them, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's one of those things that shoe's kind of gone into the back of my collection at this point, you know?
Crazy thing is, that's an excellent point, because since then, even if I just scroll on my timeline, Travis is dead on my timeline.
Right.
Like, that's a really, really, really good point. So that's already showing you the community is like, if the community is like this, like, like Nike should do the same thing. Like, we're not trying to bring it up. We don't want to give you reminders. We don't want to. So Nike needs to be on that same page. Yeah,
I mean, and that's the thing. You know how Instagram is. If you can go out to the whole wide world, and if it happens to be a friend or a family member of the person that passed away, I would hate to have them to have that, you know, horrible feeling of a reminder. You know, so yeah. I mean, I hope that Nike would think the same thing. You know, so and it seems like they are now. You know, so that's good. But it's just. And
I wonder all those people that was waiting for that Jordan 1 low that was coming soon. You know?
Even on the Travis.
I've seen a couple of pictures of them, but yeah.
Oh, they look good. Yeah, they look really good.
You talking about the reverse mochas?
Yeah, that's the high one, right?
No, they had a low top.
Yeah, he had a low one as well. Yeah. It's crazy. It looks nice, but I don't like the Jordan 1 low. I only like the highs.
Yeah, same. I'm the same guy. Same way. I don't mind the lows. Are really not. There's a lot of shoes actually. There's a lot of lows that I really like, but I just stay with the highs. Again, I'd be broke if I'd be living out of a shoe box if I bought everything.
The only Jordan 1 low I felt like I had to have was the Chicago.
Yes,
true.
That was a great. That's the one. That was one of the ones I wanted.
But even it's crazy because, like he said, no one likes lows. I never hit on sneakers. Went on sneakers, instantly got them, and now they're worth $1,000 now.
Wow. So you got it right. You got them screen right away.
It was instantly.
Really?
Wow.
No one wanted lows back then, though.
Yeah.
You got to think those came out in 2016 or 2015?
Yeah.
So no one wanted lows. So
have you guys seen the lineup for the Jordan 1 low that's releasing next year? It's crazy. It's like every week there's Jordan 1 low that's gonna release.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I saw somebody in one of my secret groups was talking about it. I wasn't sure if they were referring to the Jordans, but that must have been what it was. Wow. Okay. So it's not.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a week. It's like gonna be every week. They're gonna release Jordan 1 low, pretty much.
They're killing this.
That and the mid, leave them alone.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm not saying that I don't like mids because I have a ton of because that's all they were doing in the late 90s, early 2000s was mids. We didn't get anything.
You hardly see them with mids, you know, and the lows. You hardly see them.
Next time I come on here, I'm gonna have to show off a little bit because I got a gang.
I'd love to see them. I would love to see them.
Because I got a gang of mids. I don't know if you guys remember the red suede pair with the patent leather check.
Oh, yeah. I remember them. And then
there was the all the patent leather pairs that came out, the Chicago, the black and gold, the baby blue.
Yes.
I still even have my Olympic Jordan 1 mids.
Wow.
Yeah. See him. If you got him, I'd love to see him.
Yeah, next time
you should. You barely see those pairs now. You should actually rock them. Yeah. You should actually get some pictures on.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
But like, also to his point, it's also like, you know, the love for Jordan 1s, they last for so long. So that's why it's like, that's a good sneaker to get into because, man, if you take care of sneakers, that thing will last you like 30 years.
Yeah.
No problems. Like,
I gotta ask you guys some questions though about the Jordan 1. Do you like them beaten or brand new? I like them beaten.
I know I'm wrong for this, but I like them brand new. You know how I am with the pictures, so I'm always like, they're all staying nice in their boxes and on their shelves.
Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, each to their own. We all have our own ways, right? Like, especially when it comes to collecting, we have our own way of collecting, right? We actually stock them on different ways, right? We have people that wash their soul straight away before putting them away, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to.
Yeah.
Guilty.
I
do that all the time. Guilty.
Oh yeah, they stay pristine where I'm at, man. I can't. I just like, well, you know, and it's one of those things nowadays, like SHOEFLYTV was just saying, you know, it's like you spend so much on them at this point. I mean, you can't they're not easy to get anymore. So if you do pay resale, which I have for a lot of mine, you know, it's like, man, I don't want to take these out and thrash them. You know, I want to keep them nice. So that's my whole hobby right now. Is like I'm going to keep them nice, and I'll just do some really try to do some cool pics with them. You know, for the Instagram or whatever.
What do you guys thought about the Jordan 1 MMO that's coming out?
Oh man,
it's a beautiful sneaker.
Yeah, it's like on the forefront of my brain. It's like I've seen it. Like I just see it like every time I go on Twitter, anywhere. I'm just seeing it all the time. And I'm just like.
But I gotta say, you know how they released the Jordan 3, right? And there's a meaning to it. Right. Do you guys think that the Jordan 3 value is gonna go down or uphill?
Yeah.
If anything, that sneaker is either gonna stay where it is, like plateau, or go. I don't see it going down ever.
True, because it was the original one, right?
Yeah, and plus that sneaker also, like, if you've gotten to touch it, look at it, the detail of it, the materials that they used on that, if you want that sneaker, you have to pay.
I've seen pictures. I don't have a pair, but I wish I did. But it's man, it looks so nice for a woman's pair as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. No, they did an amazing job, and it was an amazing release from what I hear. I didn't try for it because it was a 3, although I did want it. I just, you know, I got to stay with the 1s, but I know it was a really good release. I hope they do the same type of release for the AMM1s coming up, but it is a 1, so we know how that can go. So.
Marcus Jordan, if you're listening, take notes.
Yes, please.
It was an excellent release. Yes. They did it the right way. They did backdoor every pair. Marcus Jordan.
A lot of people hated that, you know.
Worst release of the year by far. Worst release of the year.
It was terrible. Yeah, Lacekickz. I saw a picture on Twitter. So do you have that shoe?
Yeah, I do, but I'm actually on my thing.
I'm blown away. That's awesome, man.
I will show it to you next time. I will show it to you next time.
Problem. But you have it though. You got it?
Yeah, it was gifted to me. I haven't worn it yet. Yeah.
Congrats, man. That's great. I saw it. I'm like, I meant to hit you up.
I speak to people like, you know, the shoe surgeon and and people like them in industry. Well, it's very blessing for me for being able to actually speak to them. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we still touch base. There's a few of them that I actually do. You know, even Joe LaPuma I speak to, and he's actually told me he's waiting for me to go over there and go for a visit. You know, but I will do next year. I'll do next year.
No,
I have to see incredible. You guys too, you know.
I saw it on your feed, and I'm like, I meant to hit you up about it. I'm like, does he have that shoe? Let me say this: the release was terrible. I'm not. There's no denying it. But the shoe itself, I love it. It's a Chicago colorway. I love the sparkle. I love the signature. I love a lot of people don't like the clear bottom. I love the clear bottom. The Spider-Man ones have it. I love it. I just was like, I was like, man, it was like he's being kind of low about it, but I think he's got that shoe. No, it's great, man. It's so great. Congratulations. It's amazing.
Thank you.
The
Thank
fact
you.
that that sneaker was so nice already. Then before the release, he decides to come out with the whole story behind it to make you want it even more by explaining the story behind why the sneaker looked the way that it looked. And to botch that release like that, that man should never be given another sneaker again.
But
I'm actually
100%, man.
I'm actually 100%. Trying to get Yankee Kickz and Johnny Kickz over here. I'm waiting for them to reply back because I'm doing a sneaker show next year over there. Yeah. And actually, I'm asking SHOEFLYTV to come here too.
So, I'm sorry. I gotta ask one thing though. Do you like Lacekickz? Do you have that thing under glass, man? I mean, I would be like, that thing would be up on like a mantle on glass. Like, how are you treating that? I gotta see this.
I would be doing the same thing.
I wouldn't touch it. I would not touch it. I don't even know if I'd open the box. I mean, honestly. I maybe just open up to make sure it was a shoe and then just never touch it.
Yeah, agreed.
It's just too nice, man.
Hang on.
I gotta see. Yeah, here we go. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love it, dude. That's exactly what I would do. That is exactly what I would do. It would be like in a NASA lounge, man. A sterile environment.
That's why I didn't want to get it out because
I don't blame you, man. Congratulations. That is amazing. What an incredible shoe to have, man.
I haven't put them on feet yet.
No way. I don't think I never would. I never would. It would just be there, man.
I looked at the price, one with the blue lace, and I was like, whoa. I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me! Like, I got gifted by that. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah, man. No, that's it. That is like top shelf, man. That's amazing. Congrats on that, dude. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And I'd get a big pit bull and name him Jordan just to guard that sneaker.
Right. Yeah. Instead of like security, we're gonna pay him hourly for this. Yeah.
Like, man, your dog don't ever leave the room. Like, nope.
I'm gonna ask you, SHOEFLYTV, how's the review on the Jordan 11 Cool Gray this year? Because you got a pair, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I caught the shock drop. I haven't got him yet though.
Oh, you haven't got him. Yeah.
No,
I was gonna ask her how high is the patent letter on?
You know, as soon as I get them. You know, as soon as I get them, I'm a post. You gonna see, but I personally like the high patent leather. Yeah. I felt like, especially like with the cool grays that came out in 2000, I feel like these are gonna look closer to that, and those were, man, straight up Grail status. So I can't wait to see what it looks like with the higher patent leather. I think they're gonna be dope.
And you hit on the shock drop.
So I went on there. I got the notification because I'm following a whole bunch of people that sent that.
That's
as
a
soon
good
as
thing
it
about
dropped, they're like, go now.
Yeah.
I clicked on it, man. I sat on that phone for 15 minutes. You don't think I'm BSing? 15 minutes.
Wow.
I thought it was a L for sure. Like, I went into my front office. I put my phone down. As soon as I put my phone down, bam, it said, got him.
Nice.
I ran around the front of my store screaming like, yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, you all right? Like,
it's a big deal when you hit on a sneaker, man, especially off of Nike. It's like it just doesn't happen very often anymore.
So the crazy thing is, I had one of my coworkers right next to me, and I told him, I'm like, bro, they're on sneakers right now. Go on there.
Yeah.
He opens the app, clicks on his size. He got him after 5 seconds.
Wow.
That's so weird.
That's gonna be a big release number then, I think, because I heard there's gonna be a three restocks on that.
So this current stock that they did just now, because I also have an app that gives you the numbers. So they only started off with about 100,000 for the first load.
Wow.
So like size 9 got 10,000, 9.5, 10,000. Like, so basically, each size they almost got 10,000 for each size. But the rumor is just like the 7210s, the B-Reds, everything. There's gonna be millions.
Yeah.
It's gonna end up sitting somewhere.
Yeah.
On the outlet, on the Nike outlet or something, you know.
Still a beauty. Still a beauty.
Because for me to sit and wait that long and still hit on them, that told me like they had a lot of sizes available.
And usually your guys' app does play up, doesn't it? And you never cop, right? No, you end up copying.
Right.
But then that also goes to show me sneakers is biased.
Yeah.
Because for someone I told that hopped on 5 to 10 minutes after I did and instantly got them, that shows me that app is biased.
Right.
It's not what it should be. They need to rework. Like it's a disaster because like that frustrated me even more. Him instantly getting that got him, and I had to sit there and wait for that long. I'm like, yeah, this app just doesn't like me.
Yeah. Right.
maybe you need to uninstall it and install a new one.
I'm gonna uninstall it, all right.
Reinstalling, right? Yeah.
It probably needs an update.
Can I ask a question here? And this is me. I'm showing my true colors here, and I'm a young sneaker collector. In that sense, I haven't been collecting for very long. I'm not young, but I haven't been collecting for very long.
Look, it doesn't matter what year or how age you started.
Right. No,
for me, once you have passionate to it,
you look young. Roll with it.
Once you have passionate to it, you're passionate with it. That's for me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No, absolutely, 100%. So, is the cool gray 11s? Was that one that Michael Jordan wore? It played on, or did he? Or was that just
when he was with the Wizards?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. That's it. Because I was like, people are really, really hyped for this shoe, and I know it came out in like 2001, I think. Like they did a retro of it or something like that. But then I was like, maybe it's one that Michael Jordan actually wore, and I never did the research.
Yeah, he wore them with the Wizards. But the crazy thing about that sneaker, because you know that one and the Space Jams, obviously that Space Jam Conquers, those were all like 2000 early.
Right.
2000 when all those released. You know, when Jordan's first retro, they weren't selling out at all. They were sitting. Like I literally walked into the mall weeks and weeks later after the midnight Navy Sixes came out and like that's how much how much retros were sitting.
Okay, yeah.
He just tells you that there wasn't much of a sneakerhead those days.
I wasn't at all.
Always have been a sneaker. You will find, no matter what, there's lines, there's anarchy. They all like that sneaker, whether it was an original or retro, no matter what, the 11s always gave people problems, always. So with the pandemonium and everything back then, and then like it just never went away, basically.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I know people are just like when they got the shock drop, they were losing their minds, and people are still just like pining for that December release too. So, yeah, I know it's a big one.
What are you guys looking for in the future release?
The patent leather B-Red ones.
I knew you were gonna say that.
My man, there he is. That's it. That's the one.
What's your favorite Jordan 1 at the moment? No, it doesn't matter what year or what release, but what's your favorite Jordan 1?
I'm gonna be specific. 2011 band ones with the X on the back.
Yeah.
Nice. Yes.
I want them to actually get released again, man.
Like you have it?
Oh yeah.
Those are the pairs that they need to be retro.
Yes. I would love to have that pair.
You guys can see me. Y'all can see me right now, right?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Yes, please.
He's got a surprise for us.
I know. I love it. Hey, man, thanks for showing that. Thanks for showing off that trophy room, man. I had this. I thought, man, I know Lacekickz got it. I think he's got it. I appreciate you showing me, man. That's awesome. Congrats on that, for real.
Well, you know, I can't say the name, but he always send me gifts. So
no, it's great, dude. You're in the culture, man. That's awesome. I love it. I love to hear that.
Stacks of boxes, and then
I know. I think you're sitting on a gold mine over there. But no, man, that's so great, dude.
Well, for me,
I love to hear about people getting gifted pairs.
For me, I think it's not much about. I don't feel the need to show my shoes anymore.
Right. Yeah,
I'm about getting people together and bringing everyone, with
which
me.
is awesome. Yeah, no, and I know you do it. You do it so well. We really appreciate it, man. It's been
Hey,
awesome.
thank
I love
you.
the community.
And thank you being
it's
part
been
of
great.
it,
I love it, man. I love it. This is it. This is my hobby. I love it.
And
But,
I think
yeah,
I think it's good. It's good for everyone, especially when we're so much apart from each other.
Yeah, we're all across the world, and I mean,
I apologize.
No, appreciate it, man. Bring them up.
So,
wow.
Just the box alone, this detail of everything that went into this, like this, and then it just says, imagine if this. This sneaker is insane.
You gotta show us the inside details though.
So that 10,
oh my
18,
gosh,
85, and then fucking get this thing.
Yeah, the insole. What's the insole?
Yeah, the insole. It's got that wording on the inside, but and this is dead stock. Never
worn. You know how much they're worth now?
Sneaker, huh?
You know how much they're worth now?
I know. That's
crazy, right? It's very crazy. Especially the
leather on this thing,
butter.
It's it's ridiculous. I still personally haven't seen a sneaker or a Jordan 1 that's come out that has this, for this to be called a B grade, which is because if you look on the box, you can still see the stamp, the circle.
Yeah.
Where they were saying that these were the defective B grade sneakers. This thing is constructed so much better than any of the releases that were in this time frame. To call this a B grade is an abomination.
Right.
Is not
they need to record that though.
Yes.
I would agree with you, but I don't want the value of money.
No, but I don't think it's gonna happen for a very long time.
I think you were saying about the AMM3s, it's either gonna stay where it would be or it's gonna go up because now there's a newer model and people might want that old model, so they're oh hey, I can get more money.
No, I think now the value of the year of the release shoe, it stays the way it is. I mean, look at the Lightnings. Look at the 2006 Lightnings, right? They stay the same. The price stay the same. So I think.
Have you guys seen what the Pure Money and the Black Cat 4s are going for?
I haven't looked in a while.
700.
Jeez,
it's crazy.
Wow.
Especially the old Pure Money, the first one that ever released. Wow. It's crazy, right?
I personally would never pay that for either of the sneakers, but the fact that the retro of it is that's crazy to me that those sneakers are worth that much money.
Yeah, for real.
I gotta say, right, before I cut this out, do you guys have any message for people out there?
So I always like to say, I kind of, when it comes to shoes, I actually going to kind of take on when we talked to B Donuts a few days back, shoes are amazing. They're a great hobby to be into. It's a wonderful hobby. You get community with it, but don't ever, if you're in a situation where you maybe can't afford the shoe or you can't do something there with the money, don't ever try to live above your means, trying to buy it, just go with what you can get. And if you can get it, but don't cut out things. Don't cut out things that are important in your life to pay for if you need to. So that's my shoe info, that's my shoe thought, as for what I always kind of talk to you about, Dr. Lacekickz, is anybody that's out there on a more serious note, anybody out there ever dealing with mental health concerns, anything like that, if you're dealing with anxiety problems, a lot going on in the world right now, don't ever be afraid to reach out to somebody. There's always somebody there to talk to. You can reach out to anybody. Don't ever not say something.
Definitely.
But those are always my two.
I know. I always say, man, be original, but have fun. If you're not having fun doing this, don't do it, because it's already strenuous and a headache, trying to cop releases and, Like if you're one of those people, you're into the thrill of the hunt, you enjoy putting in the footwork, you enjoy doing the raffles, and then obviously, you know, you get the outcome sometimes where you get the sneaker and everything, but just like have fun with it, man. Make it something positive. Let it be something positive. Like don't let this situation, just to his, like, he made excellent points. Don't let this thing become a financial burden. Don't let this thing become something that's gonna stress you out. And the biggest thing, one shoe at a time, man. Yeah. I started in high school and the collection just slowly, like you got to start somewhere, one shoe at a time, man. And don't ever be afraid to buy something that you like because it's not hyped and you don't like, because you never know what it's going to be worth later on. You never know.
I mean, look at SHOEFLYTV's band. But look, I would like to say thank you guys for both coming in. And Saturday, we should all jump in again, right?
Yeah,
I'll let you guys know. Yeah, we'll be the same time again. So.
Yeah, perfect. This is a good time.
All right, guys.
Absolutely.
I gotta cut this one out. But thank you both for coming in. Send my love to the family, and also Cult Nation. Thank you for coming in, and we'll be back on the episode 3.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Good to finally meet you, bro.
Yeah, solid. You too. You too, man. You too. Awesome pair.
Bye, guys.
All right, man.